Welcome to the fourth part of our NBT preparation tutorial. In the last three parts, we've actually covered questions 1 to 8, and in this fourth part, we'll be covering questions 9 and 10. Now let's get to it. Question 9 says, the figure represents an empty cube with a circular opening at the top. Diameter of the opening is half the length of the diagonal AB. The outer surface area of the cube in square centimeters is, right? So we're actually looking for the total surface area of this cube, given that it has a circular opening at the top. We know that a regular cube's total surface area would be TSA being equal to 6s squared, s being side, the length of each side, and in this case it would be 6a squared because we were given that our length is a. But this is not a regular cube because there is actually a circle that is cut at the top of the cube. So in other words, to get the total surface area that remains, we need to subtract the area of the circle that was cut, area of circle, so that we can get the final total surface area. So how do we get the area of the circle? Because that is actually our mission to solve this question. So to get the area of a circle, we know that we use the formula pi r squared, right? That is the formula to get the area of a circle. Now, the thing that is going to give us a problem is how do we get r? In this case, how do we get our radius? So in other words, we need to read further and see what other information was given to us. In this case, we are told that the diameter of the opening is half the length of the diagonal AB. Right, so at the top of this cube, we have this square and we have AB like this, and we have a circle in the middle of this square. Just imagine that it's there because I want to use this as like this. So that circle that is at the top, we imagine that it's here, right? So we are told that AB is actually the diagonal of this top square where the circle was cut, and we know that this side is A and this side is A because this is a square. The sides are equal. So to get the diagonal, we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem and say AB squared equal A squared plus A squared. To get AB, we are going to save the root of 2A squared, which then simplifies to root 2 multiplied by A. Right? So we have the diagonal AB. So we are told that the diameter is actually half AB, which means it's AB divided by 2. In this case, AB is root 2 multiplied by A, which is root 2 multiplied by A divided by 2. So we have the diameter being root 2 multiplied by A divided by 2 because we were told that it's half the length of the diagonal. Right, but we're actually looking for the radius, not the diameter. So to get the radius, it's actually the diameter divided by 2, right? So in other words, we're going to say root 2 multiplied by A divided by 2 divided by 2, which simplifies to root 2 multiplied by A all divided by 4. The 2's multiply because this will flip. So root 2 multiplied by A all divided by 4. So we now have the radius, which we can take and plug in this formula, right? So now to finalize this, we can say area is pi. What is our r? Our r is actually root 2a divided by 4 squared, which simplifies to pi. Root 2 squared is actually just 2. A squared is actually A squared, and divide this by 4 squared, which is 16. So 2 goes once into 2 and it goes 8 times into 16, which means the area of the circle is simply pi a squared divided by 8. So we can take the area of the circle that we found and come and place it in this to finalize our answer. So to make our answer final now, we can say total surface area is actually 6a squared minus the area of the circle, which is pi a squared divided by 8. And in this case, our answer is C. Right, question 10. An amount of 1,000 Rand is invested at an annual interest rate of 6%. Interest is compounded every 3 months, quarterly, and we should remember that there are 4 quarters in a year, right? So that is 12 divided by 3, we get 4. After 5 years, the investment in rands will be worth, right? Let's start by writing the formula down. We know that A equal P 1 plus I all to the power of N. And we know that our P is 1,000 Rand and our N is 5 because we are working in quarters. So we have to multiply the 5 by 4, which is 20, right? And our I is 6% per annum. So that is 6 divided by 100, but it's quarterly. So we also have to divide this to get the rate per quarter. So we will have to divide this by 4, which then gives us 0.015 in this case. So we can just now come and plug this in and say A equal 1,000, 1 plus 0.015 to the power of 20, right? So to finalize this, we can say 1,000, 1,015 because the 1 comes and replaces the 0. So 1,015 all to the power of 20, and our answer in this case is A. Right, so we've come to the end of our NBT preparation tutorials, and I hope you enjoyed the whole series and it was helpful. If you enjoyed and if you found this helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe and share this series with someone else who might also be preparing for their NBTs. Remember to keep education fashionable, and I will see you next time.